What's good? What's going on? It's your boy Jordan. Today I'll be talking to you about pay attention to the world around you. We may get caught up in distractions of the world. We may get caught up in our own ambitions, our own desires, our own temptations, but we have to understand that we have the ability to defeat these things that are stopping us from actually seeing what's going on in this world. Many times, we may convince ourselves that the world is a safe place and everything that goes on in the world is for us to just live and learn and for us to just gallivant in the world and do whatever we want to do in this world. We must understand that the world wants us to be under its spell. The world is nothing safe. The world is nothing nice. In these environments today, the world is very cutthroat. It is a dog-eat-dog world. These days, in this world, everybody is thinking about how they can make the next dollar. Everybody is thinking about how they can use each other. Everybody is thinking about how they can use somebody else for a come-up. Everybody is thinking about how they can help themselves. You'll be blessed enough to have a positive interaction with someone else and actually be genuine friends with somebody. In this day and age, people do not care about friendships. You know what people care about? Results. People care about monetary gains. People care about resources. If you're an individual that is genuine, but you may not have a following, you may not have fame, fortune, notoriety, but you have the ability to be genuine, people are not going to want to be around that. People would rather be around people who are not genuine, who have the resources that are needed for them to accomplish their own goals and their own desires. To be real, everybody has been a victim of this, including myself. But when you understand the spells and the illusions in this world, you're able to maneuver this world in a very strategic way. We must understand that everything is not about resources, because we can gain resources, but if we do not have any positive interactions, we do not have anybody that we can actually encourage, inspire, and learn from, then we're at a fault. These days, people would rather know your occupation, how much money you make, what you're doing with your life, your goals, what you strive to become, more than actually knowing how you are as an individual, wondering if you're okay, if everything is going well with you. Why? Because people have become selfish. And I blame past generations and I blame the generations of now, because the past generations only shown the generations coming up just to be users or be used. They did not teach the youth how to actually value positive interaction. You know what they teach the youth how to do? To leech off of somebody else, to beg others for resources, to show how much value you can provide to this random person who probably doesn't even like you, to go out there and be around successful people no matter what they do for their success. This is what the past generations was teaching. They weren't teaching how to actually value friendship, how to value people who care about you, how to value your own life, how to value having a relationship with the Most High. No, everything was based on resources and not having. Of course, there are people in past generations who did the right thing and they taught their children well. They taught other people how to lay the foundation. They encouraged other people how to do the right things. They encouraged other people how to follow the Most High. They encouraged other people how to walk in faith and not walk by sight. There are people who did that in those past generations, and you know what happened when they did that in those past generations? Their youth and the generations that came after propelled. We're blessed by the Most High. We're in the right standings with the Most High, and are still in the right standings in the Most High. And when they continued that they passed on to the youth were able to pass on to the newer generations. So now you have a generation of people who follow the Most High, who are reaping the benefits and rewards of the Most High due to doing the right thing that the Most High required. So you do have people that are in this generation who learned from past generations, and they ended up changing their plight. But there are a whole lot of people who were not able to do so due to what they were taught in past generations and what they weren't taught. So we have to understand that things in this life go hand in hand. There are people who did the right thing and they're reaping the rewards and benefits, and there are people who haven't did the right thing and they are not reaping the rewards and benefits following the Most High. So in this life, we have to understand that the world is a huge place, but the world wants you to be stuck, wants you to be miserable, wants you to feed on others, wants you to be exhausted. The world does not want good for you. It's for you to break out of the programming and the systems that stop you from reaching the pinnacle, which is following the Most High. Because there's systems and blockages in place that are stopping you mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. You know, sometimes you may walk in this world and you'll have interactions with people who may be racist, who may be sexist, who may be classist. There are people like that from different races who act like that. And every race, so to speak, acts like that. There are people in these races who act like that. So we have to understand who to actually be around, because someone could come from a different racial background and be like that. Even your own racial background can be like that too. So it's just about people at the end of the day, and not racism, because there are people who are from different racial backgrounds that will treat you properly. There's different people from different classes and different walks of life that will treat you properly. There's different genders who will treat you properly. So we have to understand who to separate ourselves from and who to be around. Because those who follow by those wicked ideologies are already compromised. Not to say that the Most High can't provide them the way out of their thought process, but they're in a prison state in their mind, that they feel that they need to be arrogant. They need to be one step above you. And how they keep the power in their life is by judging others, by hurting others, by trying to stop others from propelling. And we do not need these people around us in this time of day. Know that you only have the ability to do what's right in your life, you know, and understand that even though there are people in this life who may do wicked things to you, they may try to hurt you, they may try to harm you, they may try to stop you from being provided with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Most High has provided to you. You have the ability to walk this path knowing that you're able to encourage other people who actually want to change in your life. This life is hard, but our power is not giving up. Others may have more resources than you. So what? As long as you don't give up and you don't stop the fight for yourself, you will never lose your own battle with yourself. We have people who are trying to fight battles and compete with other people instead of competing with themselves. Me personally, in my own life experience, I've met so many various different people who just ask me so many various different questions. They ask me about my occupation, how much money I make, what I do, my goals, all these different things to try and compare, which I understand what this world is trying to do and how this world programs people through networking, telling people that they need to network with other people in order to become successful. And these people are only around you because what you can provide, and not actually trying to build a genuine relationship with you. So for me personally, when people ask me these various questions, I tend to lean away from these people because it's not genuine. If you tell somebody that you make a lot of money, then they will put you on a pedestal. But if you tell somebody that you do not make a lot of money, or your occupation, so to speak, is a quote unquote low occupation, or your career path that you solely love and are passionate about doesn't make the standard in their mind, then they treat you less than. So I do not want to deal with those people, because those people aren't genuine. They're not even genuine to themselves. They will put themselves around people who may have resources that are far, far above them and do whatever they say in order to gain. That's not even a life well lived. But this is the world today. The world does not want you to be free in your mind and to be free thinking. So understand the world around you, because if you don't understand the world around you, the world will swallow you up. So today, I want to leave you with the scripture, and I hope that you understand that the world is here for us to be lost, confused, broken, and not under the will of the Most High. We live in a fallen world, and what I see is the world is only getting worse, but the Most High knows this, and the Messiah, Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and the life, will return. 1 John 2:15, 18. Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes, pride of life, is not from the Father, but is from the world. And the world is passing away, along with its desires, but whoever does the will of God abides forever. Children, it is the last hour. And as you have heard that the Antichrist is coming, so now many Antichrists have come. Therefore, we know that is the last hour. We have to pay attention to the signs today. If we are not aware of the signs, then we can be lost. Not to say that I wasn't lost in my past life, but now I understand what's going on in the world and see it from a different perspective. And I hope that you are able to see the world from a different perspective in your own personal life. Because when you change your perspective and you change your mindset, then you change your life and you begin to free your mind from the bondages and the chains that the world may try to place on you today. The Most High cares for you. The Most High wants you to follow him. The Most High wants you to understand that we are not in this life alone, and we are able to walk this journey and this path through righteousness. I want to thank you for watching today. Peace.